heading, end of, banner, English, visited, heading level 2, English us, list box pop-up collab, button, banner. You are currently on a button. To display a list of options, press Control, Option, Case.
Since one thing I still haven't figured out that I would like to do is how to properly access the pop-out menu.
End of, banner. You are heading level 1, visited, link, image, monster, heading level 2, media. You are
because I'm
currently
already
on,
on
level 2,
the page
inside of web
content right now.
Heading level 3, list 10, end of, banner. English us, list box pop-up collab, button. You
And
are
that
currently
menu's
on a
easy
button.
to access.
To display a list of options, press Control,
but
Option,
that's not really
Space.
the one I want.
Banner.
Normally, I'm used to even hamburger menus on desktop sites to be a little easier to access than this. Perhaps this is still user error on my part, but I do find it a little odd that the language menu is super duper easy to access, and it's the hamburger menu that's very difficult to access. Because that's my concern now. I'm wondering if you literally have to physically click the menu button with your mouse for it to work. Is there a way for me to interact with this either with keyboard or with my screen reader?
Slide 1, slide, end. Games, My Nintendo Store, collab.
Because
Link,
yeah,
comma,
you
store.
should just be able
You are currently on close button, visited, link, games.
to open a drop-down
link.
menu
Press
and just
Control,
have it
Option,
open.
Space.
And when it opens, it should actually focus on the first link.
Link, play Nintendo, collab, link, Nintendo Switch, close button. You are currently link, end of, navigate main, heading level, slider, make, end, link, close, play Nintendo, close button. Nintendo Switch, collab, play Nintendo, collab, button. You are currently on a button.
So
to click this button, press Control,
insofar
Option,
as navigating menus goes, I don't think I was making a mistake.
VoiceOver off.
Because those menus, these drop-down menus being a functional equivalent essentially to what this hamburger menu should be doing, function. But as soon as I come back here and I turn VoiceOver back on,
VoiceOver on, new tab, search, online multiplayer Monster Hunter will in, online, bing, end of, banner. Heading level 2, 2 items, monster, heading level, end of, banner.
okay,
English,
so I am convinced there is an
collapse,
issue.
Button. You are currently VoiceOver off.
Let's take a look at the code behind this hamburger and see why exactly I cannot access this. I'm wondering if, because semantically, this is not labeled as being a button. I'm thinking either labeling, aria labeling it as a button, which I do not remember off the top of my head the exact syntax I would want for that. Yeah, I think aria button roll is something that might be able to fix this. Right, so I think this is what we would need to essentially fix this menu. Oop, like I didn't quite copy all of that. We want roll button.
VoiceOver on Chrome. Online let, and English list box, toggle button. You are currently on a toggle button.
Okay.
English toggle
button. So that did enough
you
that
are currently on a toggle button. To
the screen reader
checkbox. Press Control, Option, Space.
Does indeed acknowledge that this exists. Does it work?
No action available. Monster Hunter Wilds
it
event
works.
Downloadable content, official web manual, official accounts, Facebook, X, YouTube, Insta.
Okay, so that did work for entering the menu. Once in the menu, everything inside of here is perfectly fine. I have no issues whatsoever. Because yeah, I think that is the core issue here, is that this is a button, but semantically it's not. the way you're supposed to interact with it is as if it's a button, except that it's not a button. And that brings up a lot of accessibility issues unless you add lots and lots of additional code to make it be seen as a button.
Option.
So at this point, there is probably still more that could be done to make this menu more accessible, but I would say that these steps were the bare minimum.
English us. List box pop-up collab. Button.
So right, you do
You are
that, and
currently on the
then
button.
you would
To display a
expect
list
the
of
next
options,
element
press
to show
Control,
up
Option, Ace.
semantically to be the main menu, which is right next to it visually.
Main menu. Toggle button. You are currently
And
on a
due to
toggle
the
button.
things I
to select
did
or deselect this checkbox, press Control, Option, Space.
by adding the role of button and the aria-label describing what it is, main menu, the screen reader user can know that if they essentially click on this,
Monster Hunter Wilds
going to
event
open
quest
that up.
downloadable.